Hey folks, welcome back to Oracle of Seasons. We're in level 5, the Unicorn's Cave. But there are no unicorns to be found, oddly enough. Which is too bad, because I would love to just carve out a unicorn and completely piss off the Humane Society. Anyway, I said this about Dungeon 4, but I really do think that the difficulty in the game takes a turn up in this dungeon as well. And the next dungeon, and the dungeon after that. I think number 8 is actually pretty similar to number 7 in terms of difficulty, though. Anyway, over this quicksand area. I don't see how this makes any physical sense, but, doesn't need to, I suppose. Got a compass, hooray! And if you were speedrunning this, you could just jump straight into the pit and be teleported to the beginning of the room. But I value my heart, so I'm not going to be doing that. You see a room up here, blocked by a giant metal ball. We can address that once we have the item in the dungeon. And we can also get that chest once we have the item in the dungeon. Here we have some minecart stuff. And guess what? The key in this room? Item in the dungeon. Hit the switch. Grab this key. And hit the switch again. Luckily, this doesn't abuse minecarts too much. By the way, this bit, item in the dungeon. Which makes you think, gee, are we going to get the item in the dungeon anytime soon? And the answer is yes, we will. 1, 2, 3. Gotta get a feel for that pattern there, because I've screwed it up far too many times than I would like to mention. And this model area, not yet. Not going there yet. Up here we got some Piats. Up here. Oh, stupid Piats. Know exactly where to be at exactly the wrong time. Key there. And ta-da! We got the item of the dungeon, the magnetic gloves. These guys are extremely gimmicky, but I love them a lot. Very cool guys. Basically the gimmick, hey, you got polarities, positive and negative, or I guess north and south, since it's S and N. Opposites push, opposite attract, same thing, attract them. And that's used both for combat and for puzzle purposes. And I do mean actual puzzles, and I also mean tests of skill. Really, it's a very multifaceted item that is nonetheless extremely gimmicky. Avoid these guys. Head through here. And we got a kill all enemies room for the dungeon map. Now, the thing about Gyvdos is that they don't flinch at all. So, they can very easily walk just straight into you while you're slashing them. So that's why I recommend freezing with a boomerang, which I did not do. And are these guys killable with a boomerang? Nope. I guess they're just there to be annoying. Hearts, got bombs, excellent. Now this area down here, I'm not entirely sure if you can actually go all the way through it in this current state. It might be kind of a one-way thing, I'm not sure. Because you can see, hey, jumping. But am I able to actually make it? I assume I could, if it weren't for those stupid laser ring things. Yes, I can. Uh-huh. So let's go up here. Here we got a puzzle. As you can see, well, you can't see it right now, but this does the opposite direction as the other one over there. Simple pushing thing, you can climb down the stairs and back up if you screw it up. Gibdo here. Honestly, Gibdos are less annoying in this game than they are in Ocarina of Time, but they're still pretty darn annoying. They're a genuinely difficult enemy. By the way, pushing them into pits, you can also get the treasures hidden within. And hey, you recognize this room? You might not, or you might. This is, in fact, the room right before the room with Countess. Took kind of a roundabout weird way, but this was indeed the way. And we'll be coming back here momentarily once I grab a couple keys. Alright. Opposites attract. It's a good science lesson, if nothing else. There's one small key, and we got a couple more to grab. Ah, you jerk. You gotta be kind of careful with how you line it up. And there's one room in the game where it's a little bit difficult to do that, because you're kind of trying to switch polarities in midair. Well, we'll get to that soon. I hope. Maybe. Not sure. It uses the same gimmick as this room right here. In that, hey, rotate, and there you go. Except it's a very long chain of those, so you need to switch polarities in the middle and then get attracted to another one. And it's rather irritating. I don't remember if it's in this dungeon or one of the others. It's either this or Dungeon 7, I think. Meaning it's probably in Dungeon 6 or 8. And over here, this is more opening up an area. I almost fell for that. I did anyway. Push that block, grab this ball, push away onto the switch, and once we come through that door, we'll be able to get through in the next room. I would like some hearts. It'd be very nice. Get some eventually, I'm sure. Oh, and the minecart is in the wrong place. I can't get to where I want to be. Oh well. I'll go do something else, and then when I finish the segment, reset, and it'll be in the right place. That's one thing I really dislike about minecarts, is you have to pay attention to which side of the track they're going to be on. But alas, I don't think I'll need the one key that I'm trying to get in order to get through this area, though. So let's take away these guys' masks. It doesn't matter which polarity you are when you're trying to take away their masks. It's kind of weird that way, but it really doesn't matter. So this thing... Come on. There we go, and let's see what Mr. Owl has to say. Recall the order that I slay the knights in. Ooh boy. I remember this one. This one is kind of difficult. Not in terms of thinking, but... yeah. Yeah. Open them up one at a time, and then slash them like that. And I'll go in a simple pattern just so I don't forget. See, they do a full-hearted damage. And they're another one of those non-flinching enemies. That, There we go. Now open the chests in the same order. That was a different fanfare. And now we got a third key, hooray. And that will be all for this segment. I will see you guys next time when we grab that last key and take on the mini-boss. See you then.